The year 2026 is here, and you are probably wondering what games can you play. Well, let's see the games in January. More exactly, the first game is Star Rapture, an early access game that will be releasing on the 6th of January. And it is a survival, base building, open world co op game. Early access usually means that the game is not yet finished. But this also means that the game, when it will probably be finished, nobody will play it anymore. This game is only available on Steam. The second game is Pathologic Free, a psychological horror, survival horror, and story rich. The first game, Pathologic Classic HD, was released in 2015, October. The second game, Pathologic 2, was released in 2019. And Pathologic Free will be released this year on the 9th of January 2026, of course. The game will be released on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And I did not find what price it will be.
There is something different about it.
Next, we have a game that's only available on PlayStation 5, at least for now. In a time where every girl must look like a dude, it is strange to see a Sony exclusive looking like this. Don't get me wrong, maybe they did some censorship. Maybe they banned a sexy outfit or they added more material to others. Anyway, if I see obvious censorship or stuff like that, I'm not interested. But this is not the case, so let's see what the game has to offer. I really hope the game is fun to play because I love dinosaurs and I love sexy women. The game will be released on January 10. On January 15, we have The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon. The Legend of Heroes is something that I discovered recently. More exactly, right after I finished Trails in the Sky Part 2, I find out that they will remake Trails in the Sky Part 1. Anyway, the series has a lot of games to play, but it will be hard to not try this new game that also has a demo. And I tried it and I like it. I'm a weeb, what can I say? Number 5 is Arknights Enfield. It will be releasing on January 22 and it's for PC, PlayStation 5 and mobile. So maybe it will be something like Genshin Impact. But for some reason it says it's only available on the Epic Games Store for PC. So I don't understand why they don't have their own launcher, but whatever. It is a gacha game and you can pre-register. In case you are wondering, yes, I skipped a lot of games. I only try to focus on the games that will make an impact. But who knows, because after the game will be released, maybe it will have some issues. And I'm not talking about this game. But if I had to talk about this game, let's say it's a chance that this game can be like Genshin Impact and make a huge impact. Or it will have a lot of microtransactions and other stuff like that and nobody will want to play it.
Do not forget our promise. I'll be waiting in the north.
Next is a simple game, a family game, Escape from Ever After. It's an action RPG, turn-based combat, and I think a little platforming. It says that it was inspired by Paper Mario, so you know what to expect, I think. The game will be releasing on 23 January, and the game even has a demo on Steam. TheGamer.com also says that it will be released on Switch, but I didn't find any information about that. Number 7 is the Gold River Project. At first it seemed to be an open world camping trip simulator or something like that. Nothing interesting, really boring, and it's early access. But no, apparently the game has something more. And I understand that some games may need to be early access. Maybe they don't have enough money or time to finish the project and they need help from the fans. But like I already said, I understand, but I'm not a huge fan of early access. If I play it now, that means the game is not finished. And who knows how much I have to wait until the game is finished. But the game has a demo, so you can try it out. Next is the most generic voice acting, the most generic gameplay, the most generic characters. A lot of people already are saying that this game is Concord. The trailer for this game has a lot of dislikes, And even if the game will be releasing on 26th January, we don't see a lot of anything. They say that the game is made from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. So Highguard is a PvP raid shooter where players will ride, fight and raid as wardens. Arcane gunslingers sent to fight for control of a mythical continent. So basically they expect people to be interested in this game just because the creators, some of the creators from Apex Legends and Titanfall also worked on this project. First of all, this is not an interview. I don't care that some of the people maybe worked on Titanfall or Apex. Maybe the ones without talent worked on Highguard. I mean, look at the trailer. Everything is very random and boring. They don't try to create a story, they don't try to... listen to these lines.
Into lands uncharted and dangers untold.
Bring in the heat.
Moving in for the attack. It's my turn. I am the coming storm. Strike fast. Strike fast.
Baddies from above. Baddies from above.
Okay, I had to put the last two times. Strike first and hunt the baddies from above? What? I think the only reason they made this game is because they saw what's trending. And it was probably FPS PvP hero shooters. If you make a game like this so generic, at least make some characters that look cool, cute, sexy, beautiful. I mean, of course the gameplay must be fun, but look at gacha games. Even if the gameplay is very generic, most characters look awesome, so this is the main reason people will ignore the boring gameplay.
I am the coming storm. I am the coming storm.
Number 9 is Car Service Together, and it has a demo and it will be released on the 28th of January. It looks a lot like Car Mechanic Simulator, but it can be played single player or in 4-player co-op. I like Car Mechanic Simulator because it is very chill. And if you have friends that also likes a game like Car Mechanic Simulator, I think this is great because you can play in co-op. Number 10 is a game that... Okay, why? Why do we have to see this abomination? Did the developers never saw a woman in their life? Apparently they only interacted with blow-up dolls. The game looks like it was paid by your tax money, because there's no way enough people are buying their games. For example, in 2020 they launched Heaven, a romantic RPG between an Indian and a white woman, I guess. But that wasn't enough, because in 2022 they let players choose the gender of their couple. Oh my god. And they even say that it was an important addition for us. So basically, they are making a game for themselves. Nobody asked for this, but they added anyway. Because they even say, Heaven is a story about being free to love who you want, and only giving players one couple option didn't sit right with us. So nobody asked for a different couple. Okay, even better. I'm asking that the Indian chick or dude, whatever you want to be, I want it to be another race. For example, white. I guess that is not allowed, so yeah, I'm not free to love who I want. Anyway, garbage games, delete them all. And somebody please check how does this company has money for this. Because apparently they even say they only make games for themselves. So don't lie that somebody is buying their games.
Sorry, I can't get to the phone right now.
Oh, this is bad, Ember.
Number 11 is Don't Stop Girly Pop. It has a demo that you can try and it will be releasing on the 29th of January. It's a very pink game with fast-paced FPS action and whatever. I can talk about how everything is so cringe in this game, but
That one's pretty. If you grabbed it just the right time, I can use the love to supercharge your weapons.
Do you have any idea how much shareholder value you just destroyed?
it is very cringe. I mean, come on. Who is this game even for? Well, maybe trans people? Because the voice from the mobile seems to be from a trans person. Whatever, I don't really care. But it's a shooting game, a fast space shooting game. Everything is pink and gay and yeah. I'm okay with this type of people making this type of games as long as they don't destroy the games that we love. Make your own projects and stop destroying the games that we love. On the same date, January 29, we have Midnight Walkers Early Access. On PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox S and S. It's an extraction shooter with zombies. And I don't see any reasons to talk anymore about this game. Number 13 is I Hate This Place. It's on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox S and S. Also releasing on the 29th of January. The game is a survival horror, the art style looks like a comic book, and it has the 80s horror vibe. And I just have one question. Why the nose ring? Tell me a reason. I cannot understand why. It is ugly and disgusting, and that's all I have to say. Why would you play a game with the protagonist that is so...
Looks like we're not in Kansas anymore.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I want the truth. I need the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Next is Code Vein Part 2, releasing on the 40th of January on PC, PlayStation 5, Series X and S. I never played Part 1, maybe I should. All I can say about this game is that it's Souls-like, apparently, and nice tits.
There's only one way to prevent this tragedy.
And the last game that also is releasing on the 40th of January is an early access named Vampires Bloodlord Rising on PC. The game does not have a demo, but it has a request access to playtest the game, only if the developer needs it. So it's a game about vampires that's early access, it's an adventure, open world, base building, and you also can transform into a bat. That's it, I guess. I don't really care more about it. That's it, these are the main games of January. I will now go back and play The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon. The demo, of course. So what will you play in January? Did I overlook some games, or did I, let's say, mistreat some games? Or maybe was too kind with the description? If so, please, prove me wrong.